As long as the record stands that I didn't say that. I would never say that. And I would never say that either. Well, good morning. Good morning. Hello, everyone. Good to see you all. Injuries, things new to you that I should be aware of? Hurt, pain, aches, cool stories? No? Your dog peed on your. That was a great story. Great story. Okay, I want to start with some breath work this morning. I think we're going to lay down for breath work. I'm going to introduce something to you that might be new to you for breathing. It's out there in the world, but it's not necessarily utilized in the yoga community, although all of the methodology is pulled from yogic breathing. So it's like Wim Hof breathing. Is anyone familiar with that? Yeah, good, cool, very awesome. So we're going to start with a couple rounds this morning. It's going to be interesting to lead it in a group because there is a time breath hold in the Wim Hof method. So just to introduce the concept to you, it's a lot of breathing off like CO2. So you're constantly in there exhaling out your breath. It's a little bit more rapid, but not to the point of fatigue, I would say, I guess is what I'm looking for. And then off of your last exhale, usually it's about 30 breaths. On your final exhale, you hold with empty, no breath. So that could be 10 seconds, a minute and a half, 3 minutes, right? So it's going to be all over the grid. And I want you to actually find time to participate and really see what that hold is for you and how your body reacts to no air, right? We need that right now because we're confined to no air in our day. We're forced to wear masks, and we're going to train ourselves out of that. So I thought that was a good idea today. On the 30th breath, you breathe off, hold, empty, no air. Then when you need to inhale, inhale. On that inhale, you hold your inhale about 15 seconds. Okay? And that method goes a lot of ways. I've heard Wim say, hold your inhale and do push-ups. Hold your inhale, you could do squats, things like that. We're just going to hold our inhale. Sound good? So you're going to breathe off, then inhale. So to be like, imagine I'm empty now. I held. Oh, I need to breathe. 15. And then after that exhale, you go right back in 30. And the breaths are quicker. So you don't need to take your time. I know I have an obnoxiously long inhale and exhale. So if I was to wait for my whole inhale and exhale, it'd probably take me 3 minutes just to do 30 or more, right? So it's fairly quick. So the pace of the breathing, we'll all do the first 30 together. And I want to do, say, 2 rounds. Okay?
In the nose, out the
mouth. Out the mouth. In the nose. As Wim would say, breathing in, letting go. Breathing in, letting go. And it's just quick. Okay. Well, I'm already getting warm. Nice. We're going to do it laying down so you feel comfortable. I find it's easier to hold. Sometimes to start, at least it's easier to hold laying down. Ash, want to come in for some breath work? No? She looked curious. You want to come in for some breath work?
Oh, are you talking to me?
Yeah. Okay. All right, cool. I seen you peeking. I was like, come on in, girl. All right, so you can start lying on your back. I'll count you in for the first 30. If you get lost, you could just do box breathing. Don't you love how the music just cues itself in just like so quickly? So if you're over it on the very first one, you can do box breathing for your second round. It's just an inhale for the count of 4, a pause for the count of 4, an exhale for the count of 4, and a pause for the count of 4. And that's how we're going to recover after round 2. If you want to beat us there, you can. Good. And just noticing what's up with the breath today. How does that relate to what's up with your body today? In about 5 breaths time, we'll begin. That's about 30-ish seconds. Not necessarily. Go for it. Go in. Especially if you know, if you're familiar, please go in. But I'll guide you for the first 30 just so you feel comfortable leading in. When you're ready, breathe in. Let it go. Inhale. Let it go. 10. 20. Bigger with the last 5. Last breath, take a super big inhale and let it all out slowly. Remain empty, hold your breath. I'm going to talk while you hold. You're going to feel something come up. It's going to feel like it jumps from your gut and punches you in the throat. That's the first cue to breathe. Safely ignore that. You'll be okay. Your body will breathe when it wants to breathe. So you ignoring that, I would be impressed if you got yourself to pass out. Once you feel the urge to breathe in, you'll take a full breath in and hold for 15 seconds. Call that like internally 3 breath count. It'd be easier to count for yourself. And after that 15 seconds, you go right back into your 30. You'll count for your second round. I'm just going to continue to talk and tell you about more things you might experience while you're here. If you feel like you need to swallow your spit, that's okay. Or if you want to lock that Jalandhara, that upper bandha in the throat, you can. Feel free to be loud. It's easier to be loud. Yeah. This technique creates a physiological change in the body. It boosts your immune system. It has scientifically been proven to do that. And a dude who just loves cold water and the mountains figured that out. Figured out a way to battle viruses with his breath at such a timely time when who knows how this thing started, but it's here now. And with just your breath and your being, you can change that. With your thoughts and your initiative, you can take action into your life. You can literally become healthy. You can land that dream job. You can manifest your ideal partner, lifestyle, income. Changing your physiology with the mind, belief, and the breath. Sounds like everybody's on second round breath hold. That's great. That's how we all worked out together anyway. Remember, when you need to breathe in, you breathe in and you hold at the top of your inhale for 15 seconds. You can take that inhale as long as you want. The recovery breathing is box breathing. It's an inhale for 4, a pause for 4, an exhale for 4, a pause for 4. These are some badass holds. If it's any consolation, I'm proud of you. I hope you're happy with you too. Recovery is box breathing. I'll notice when you're all there. You can switch to nasal breathing. Ah. Once you're in box breathing, put one hand on your heart and one hand on your belly. So only once you're there. Beautiful. Last few rounds, box breathing. Feel free to lengthen it out. It's your box. 6, 7, 8 count breath. You could even do a 4, 7, 8 and do like a recovery breath. That'd be an inhale for 4, a pause for 7, and exhale for 8. When you're ready, just little wiggles of the fingers, the toes. Little rock of the head from side to side. Arms can reach up and back, watch the wall. You can grab for opposite elbows. You can push off the wall. You can stretch your toes. Pull your knees into your chest. And let's roll to our left side because we know we're going to roll to our right at the end. And with closed eyes, just roll yourself up to an easy seat. First, find your sitting bones. And I want you to feel for the point between the sit bones. And then for the point between your pubic bone and your tailbone. This is what's called your perineum. And I want you to try and start to lift that up a little bit. And as you lift that up, lift the belly button up and pull it in and up into the ribcage. And then just relax all of that. Pull the perineum up, pull your belly button in and up, and try and squeeze your obliques. And then relax your abdomen and your pelvic floor. Pulling up, use a breath in this time, pulling up with your perineum, your belly button, your obliques. Start to breathe in so much that it fills up into your armpits. And exhale, slowly let it all go. I want you to keep working that energy up from the pelvic floor all the way up, squeezing, moving everything like you're drinking from a straw, moving it up your throat, feeling for your ajna, your third eye, and moving all the energy to the tippy top of your crown. If you need to, touch and tap the top of your head so you know where you're moving it to, that middle point. Anywhere up there feels good. And once you get up there, hold it for a second, squeeze everything in your being, and then just let it go completely. Through the nose or the mouth, doesn't matter. Breathing in, fill it all the way up. You're moving up a channel in your body. Rising with that energy and letting it go, just letting it fall. Think do about 5 more of these on your own. Wherever you are on your next one, I want you to breathe all the way in, bring it all the way up. And I want you to bring your hands to your knees and start to do these little rotations in the low belly, almost like you're hula hooping, let's call it. So you're kind of just moving your low abdomen. Hula hooping is the best thing in my mind I can think of to say. And then exhaling and just continue that clockwise circle and just moving it down. It's almost using these little body rolls, but not going full. You're still upright and just rolling. If you're lost, you can look up and just get an idea of what I mean. It's like snake-like little serpentine movement. And using that little circle to pull the breath all the way up, all the way up, all the way up. Store that energy in the top of your head. You can even hold it there for a moment. And then exhaling and letting it all go. And then do some opposite circles in the opposite direction. Same, you're sitting up nice and tall, just rotating. little body circles. Breathe it all the way in, all the way in. You're filling it up. You're moving. You're feeling all of those channels. And letting it all go. When you breathe out, let something leave you that's no longer serving you. Or invoke with a little bit of positivity. I'm happy and healthy. And then I want you to pause your little body circles. You can slowly open your eyes. Sweep your arms up to the sky. Take a breath in. Stay arms overhead and just exhale. This time we're going to do, it's going to feel like almost that little body circle, but it's a diaphragmatic stretch. So you're still lifting in and up with your belly. I'm pulling all the way up. I'm reaching all the way up. And I'm doing just this little bit of a crunch in my left side. Little bit of a crunch in my left side. We'll start there. Come back up through center. And a little bit of a crunch in the right side. So it almost feels like I want to reach to the right, but I'm moving from my rib cage, yeah? Up to the top. Into the left. Up to the top. Into the right. Up to the top. Into the left. Now this time, stay left. I want you to come through center a little bit, like you're reaching out in front of you. Roll into that right side, contract the right, and do this little back bend almost as you come up. It's so micro. And doing now in like an upper body circle, reaching up to the sky. So now the low body is just lifting and supporting you, and you're doing this little upper body roll. Moving with that diaphragm. And then just pause next time you come straight up. Contract the right side. Move a little bit forward. Contract into the left side. Reach up and maybe a little back. You can just come up through center if the back bend portion doesn't feel good or natural for you. And just taking these little circles. Low body is supporting little upper body circles. Good. Come to pause. Slowly lower the arms by your side. Breathe back in. Reach the arms up to the sky. Inhale. On your exhale, lower your arms by your side, flipping palms down. Turn palms up. Inhale all the way up. Flip the hands down and release. Exhale. One more time. Pull it all the way up through the perineum. Arms come up, reaching up. I want you to close your eyes and imagine a big ball of energy above you, rising through your crown, and you're just going to catch it in your hands and hold it up. And on your exhale, just fold out in front of you. Let it all go. Two more breaths. One more breath. I want you to start to crawl your left hand over to meet your right, and then your right hand out wider to the right. And keep making these little inchworms as you walk all the way off to your right side body. Plant the right hand by your right hip out wide somewhere, and cartwheel that left arm up and over. You're going to make this little rainbow. And come down to your left side body. Now you can continue with the hand walks, or I like better finger drag. And just scrape this little semicircle out in front of you. Push away the floor and make a big loop. Good. Little different today, yeah? Good. Let it go. Let that energy just run through your body, invigorating with breath, with intention, unlocking all of those little stagnant channels Good. Take like 2 or 3-ish more rounds, depending on how slow or fast you're moving. This really is formless. Good. Next time you reach up to the sky, just stay there. There's no rush to get there. And then take a little fold on your exhale. Now, you have the finger drag option. You can start with that if you like that better. You can even cross the right hand over the left to begin and start to do these little walks out to the left side body and then beginning to cartwheel up and over. Anything is good. I like to imagine I'm on like a giant lily pad out in the water somewhere and I'm just dragging my fingers across the water. Or you're on a little sandbar and you've got this little tiny puddle around you. The beach reference probably hits a little more home for everyone. Good. Yeah. Moving, enjoy it. It's your body, enjoy it. It's your energy, it's your love to give. Enjoy it. Good. 1 to 2-ish more. There's no rush. Next time you come up top, you can pause and just begin to take the hands behind the back body. Palms can face away, and you're going to go up to fingertips and just lean the hips forward and come up for a little stretch. Good. So you're coming up onto the shins, or you can just keep walking the hands back and get like a pec stretch. Last 2. Last 1. And slowly come back down with the hips. Switch your feet, whatever one's in front, just give it a switch. Hands can come onto the knees now, sitting all the way up. I'm giving you all my energy releasers today. We're going to just blow it out today. From here, you're just going to start with a little bit of seated cat-cow, pulling the chest forward, looking up, breathing in. And exhaling, pushing away and rounding the back. Inhale, pull it in and up, lifting up. And exhaling to round. Now, this is on you. Move with your breath, though. Every time you inhale, you can go super slow, but then take that cow super slow. And then exhaling, you can move just as slow. If you want to move fast, let your body move just as fast. So really creating that connection and linking like you've been doing this whole time. Maybe notice that piece in your body that's craving a little bit of attention. And send it some tender love and care before it becomes a peeing dog on your rug. It was a good analogy. Good. Now just a little faster. Inhaling, pulling the chest up. Let it go. Exhale. Move a little faster. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Again. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Give your best. It's for you. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. 3 more. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Big in, big in. Last one. Let it go. As you re-rise in the spine, take the hands behind the back body. You can move fingertips, palms, whatever works for you. Lift the hips up, shift forward onto the shins. Two more. One more. And release. Thank you. Go. No problem. Move your feet just a little wider than the hips and give yourself just a little windshield wiper. Blink a lot. Find out where the heck you are. Maybe notice some things. I'm sweating. It's warm. The energy is moving. Feel good. Yoga's already beneficial, but then when we go in and do some intentional work behind it too, it just becomes like a super sword for cutting all those little loose ends that no longer serve us. Thank you much. When you're ready, Malasana to me. Oh yeah, he said that. Feet are already there. Just go ahead, walk your hands forward and just come into that low squat. Good. Breathe if you need to. Rock a little side to side. 3 more breaths. 2. 1. Feet stay wide, hands hit the ground. Turn your toes forward, but leave them wide. And just take a wide leg forward fold. You can stay here with the palms planted on the ground or maybe on your shins, or go for hands for opposite elbows and just kind of sway a little forward and back, maybe side to side a bit. Two more breaths. One more breath. When you're ready, go ahead and release, hands down to the mat. Toe heel your feet back through center. Inhale and halfway lift. Exhale and fold. Inhale and rise, arms all the way up to the sky. If you want to, pause a little bit, give yourself a micro back bend, or just continue to reach up to the sky. You have 2 breaths to linger. 1 breath. And slowly fold. Try saying that to someone next time they're at your house for too long. You have 2 breaths to linger. That's it. Halfway lift and breathe in. Exhale and fold. Inhale, rise all the way up. Same jam. If you want, hook your thumbs, take your hips a little forward and open from the shoulder blades first, and then actively pull apart the thumbs. You could even do that with just straight reaching up and not going into back bend. 1 more breath. Release the arms, reverse swan dive fold. Uttanasana. Halfway lift and breathe in. Exhale and fold. Last one, all the way up. If you did the thumb hook, try and hook opposite. Give your hips a little forward, especially if you're back bending. You really want to squeeze the glutes, pull up the pubic bone slightly, and imagine all that good breath work we did from lifting the bottom and pulling all the way up. 1 more breath wherever you choose to be. Release the arms and fold. Exhale, 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 exhale. Halfway lift and breathe in. Exhale and forward fold. Halfway lift and breathe in. Exhale and forward fold. Last time, we're going to stay hands on the shins, even if you can walk your fingers out in front of you, just for the sake of where we're going. Pull your shoulder blades back and wide. And I want you to push your hands into your shins a lot and reach through your crown and push your shins into your hands. I know that doesn't make any sense, but when you do it, something happens in your low abdomen. Did you notice that? Now I want you to try and take a little breath in, and on your exhale, pull your abdomen in and snap it up. Inhale, and snap up the abdomen. Inhale, snap it up. Inhale, snap it up. Continue. Now start to think less about breathing in and just continue to snap a little bit more rapidly. It might sound like this. Twenty more. Ten. 5, 2, big breath in. On your exhale, let it all go, fold. Take a moment while you're down there. Peace fingers, grab the big toes, bend the knees a lot. If you need to go a little wider with the feet, you can. And just re-extend the legs when you get there. One more breath. When you're ready, release your hands. Plant the palms and start to step back for plank pose. Plank pose and push through your toes forward and lower all the way down to your belly. Elbows stay tight as you untuck the toes, engage your glutes, and lift up for like a little baby cobra. Keep pulling with the shoulder blades, active in the inner arm, and every time you inhale, lift your chest a little bit more, if it wants to. Or you can stay in little cobra. Every time you inhale. Every time you inhale. 3 more. Eventually moving to high cobra if you're ready for high cobra. On this last breath, push through your toes, lift your thighs, and come for an up dog. And move for downward facing dog. 5 breaths downward facing. 4, 3, 2, 1. Right foot to the sky, breathe in. Right foot through the hands, exhale. 1 breath in. On your exhale, left foot up to meet your right. Halfway lift and breathe in. Exhale and fold. 1 full breath all the way up, reach up. Exhale and you fold, Uttanasana. Halfway lift and breathe in. On your exhale, plant the palms. Any foot back you want to step to plank. Plank pose, push through your toes a little forward. You can go knees, chest, chin, or assisted chaturanga, knees down, chest moves forward. Coming for up dog or cobra with your inhale. Downward facing dog on your exhale. Left foot will rise to the sky. Breathe in. Left foot steps through the hands. Exhale. One inhale. On your exhale, right foot up to meet the left. Halfway lift and breathe in. Exhale and fold. Inhale and rise, arms all the way up. Exhale and fold. Uttanasana. Halfway lift and breathe in. Exhale, plant the palms. You can step back if you want to jump. I'm never going to stop you. Chaturanga or knees, chest, chin. You also have belly to the floor. Up dog or cobra. Up dog is lift the thighs. Breathe in for your back bend. Breathe out for downward facing. Right away, right foot goes to the sky. Breathe in. Right foot through the hands. Exhale. Inhale. Step up. Exhale. Halfway. Breathe in. Exhale and fold. All the way up. Inhale, 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 inhale. All the way out as you fold. Exhale, 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 exhale. Halfway lift, lengthen, curl the fingers out or shins. Exhale, plant and jump. If you're going, jump to bent elbows, land in chaturanga, or you step back and move forward through chaturanga or floor. Wherever you are, up dog or cobra, you'll breathe in. Downward facing dog, left heel to the sky. Inhale. Left foot through the hands. Exhale. Breathe in and prepare. Step up, right foot. Halfway lift. Exhale and fold. All the way up. Inhale, 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 inhale. All the way out. Exhale, 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 exhale. Halfway lift, breathe in. On your exhale, plant the palms. Any foot, step, walk, jump, hop. Skip it is always an option. Up dog or cobra with your breath in. Downward facing dog to meet. Take a full breath. Downward facing dog. Right foot to the sky. Inhale. Right foot through the hands. Exhale. Rise up to your fingertips. Take a breath in, straighten out your right leg. On your exhale, rebend your right knee. Inhale, straighten out your right leg. Exhale, rebend your right knee. If you need to, bump that back foot up, keep the heel off the ground. Straighten up your right leg. Exhale, rebend. Two more. Inhale and exhale. Last one, inhale, prepare. On your exhale, step up for chair. Left foot meets the right. Sink the seat. Arms move high. You're in good positioning. Belly's pulling up. Inner thighs are driving in. 4 more. 3, 2. Last one, get low. Fold on your exhale. Halfway lift. On your exhale, plant and go. If you're jumping, don't let me stop you. Plank pose, and you can skip it or move through down or move through chaturanga, floor. Take a full breath when you get to downward facing. And a full breath out. Left heel to the sky. Inhale. Left foot through the hands. Exhale. Fingertips, straighten left leg. Breathe in, keep squeezing your inner thighs whole time. Exhale, rebend. Inhale, straighten. Exhale, rebend. Keep bringing that right hip around with you. Breathe in, straighten. Exhale, rebend. Remember, you could always be a little shorter. Inhale, straighten. Exhale, rebend. Last one, inhale, prepare. Exhale, bend and step up for chair. Right foot meets the left. Get low, arms high. Utkatasana. Inner thighs squeeze. Glutes are on. Pull in with your obliques and reach up, 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 up through the side body. But get low in the hips. So you're hugging, you're creating this little brace. 2 more. 1 more. On your exhale, fold and reach your hands behind your back. Interlace your fingers. Create a clasp. You could also reach for opposite elbows or just take the hands on the low back or wrap them behind the legs. If you have the arms, you're reaching them off the back and letting your head go heavy or attempting to. Let's talk about position of the palms just for a moment. Heel of the hand staying together, and you're going to get more into the capsule of the shoulder. And when the hands come apart, you kind of miss the shoulder a little bit, but you do create range. But you will certainly get more activation, especially through the scap with the palms together. And you'll get a little bit more extension in the shoulder when the hands come apart slightly, the heel of the hand. One more breath. On your exhale, release the palms out in front of you. Plant them. I want you to toe heel yourself just so your feet are behind your wrists. You're going to bend your elbows. Why don't we all do this little drill first? Feet are just behind the wrists, yeah? Your hands are here. I want you to squat low and pull your hands up and just turn your palms open. And on your exhale, you're going to take your hands down and move a little forward and just let the knees hit the triceps. Push away the floor. The feet come down, the hands come up. You're in this little low squat. Exhale and reach for the floor and just move the knee forward. Get the weight a little forward. Push back, hands up, breathe in. Exhale, reach for the floor. I think you see where this is kind of going. Push away, feet ground, hands turn up. On your exhale, hit the ground. When the knees hit the tricep, pick your right foot up this time if it wants to. Feet move back for the floor. Push away the ground. Palms turn up. Exhale, hit the ground. Knees land on triceps. Maybe you pull the left foot this time. Come on back. When you're ready, last one, palms will turn up. Go for yo crow when you're ready. Hands hit the ground, knees behind the triceps. You can straighten the arms. You can keep them on that little groove. I'll talk while you play. There's a little groove in your elbow and your knee joint. It'll kind of line up for you a little bit. You can kind of feel for it. Yeah, or just practice with the 1 foot switches and leaning forward. Looks beautiful. When you want to jump back, you can. My crows. Or step back, walk back, flow back. When you get to your down dog, so whatever that means to you, skipping vinyasa, taking vinyasa, take 5 breaths. If you feel like the low squats were a bit much on your low back, take a little child's pose. Will help reverse some of that. Good. Beginning to move to downward facing. And when you're ready, right foot to the sky, breathe in. Right foot through your hands, exhale. Make it a warrior 1 to rise. That back heel turns. Good. Using those hips to pull through and come up. Yeah, obliques matter in this. Ankle flexibility really matters here. Maybe more than we give credit to. Yeah. How can I pull that back hip without just rotating my upper torso? 2 more breaths. One more breath. Give yourself a little micro back bend. Reach up and back. Take an inhale. On your exhale, I want you to fold and sweep, hands clasped behind the back body. You can nestle your right shoulder inside of your right knee if it wants to. You could always scoot the right foot a little wider. You're in that humble warrior. Now you could always go back of the palm to the low back of the palm to the palm, and just kind of chill. Maybe even rest the shoulder on the knee. It is your practice. 2 more breaths. 1 more breath. When you're ready, hands come down to the ground, pull the back heel up and wiggle that right foot out wide and settle for lizard, your version of lizard. Good. Last 2, lizard. Last 1. And make it a pigeon when you're ready. You're going to move back up to your hands and just toe heel that right foot across. If you don't like that way, you could also send a 3-legged dog up and back and swing the right leg through. That's fine too. Good. Perfect pigeon song, unplanned. 2 more breaths. 1 more breath. And when you're ready, you're going to walk your hands back up to your hips. Tuck the back toes, lift the left knee, and you can just send that right leg up to shake out. You can take a little yasa if you want. You can just plop it in downward facing dog. Taking what you need. I think you have like 2 to 3 more breaths to finish your flow or just kind of move and wiggle in down dog. Left heel to the sky, breathe in. Left foot through the hands, exhale. Warrior 1 to rise. Pulling that right hip through. Keep actively drawing obliques. Two more breaths, warrior 1. 1 more breath, warrior 1. When you're ready, little micro back bend, reach up and back. On your exhale, fold forward, sweep the hands behind you, interlace them, maybe switch the grip, if you can remember what that is. Shoulder can come inside the thigh, it can ride above your thigh. Keep reaching through your crown. Your lower body is mega active. Last 2. Last 1. When you're ready, release, hands come down, back heel turns up, left foot wiggles wide, lizard as you settle. You could even take it with that knee up if you wanted to. Palms, forearms, blocks, blankets. Two and a half more breaths, lizard. 1.25 more breaths, lizard. And when you're ready, come on back to your palms. It's a pigeon in your own time. Toe, heel, heel, toe, wiggle, 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 wiggle. What makes the wiggle easier? You can plant your palms and lift that back knee as you wiggle across. Sometimes that helps. Or you can give a little momentum step and swing through. That's fine too. Awesome. Last two. Last one. And when you're ready, walk your hands back towards your hip. You can tuck the back toes, lift the right knee, send it up for a big old shakeout. You can yasa, you can no yasa, you could do whatever it is that makes you whole. Eventually, in your own time, we're going to meet on our tush, legs out in front of you. If you want to step to the top of the mat, you want to jump through to sit, you want to make it there any way that you know how. Perfect. Legs extended out in front of you. Little bit of internal rotation in the thighs. Sit up nice and tall on your sit bones. As you do so, start to reach your arms up to the sky. Big breath in. On your exhale, fold Uttanasana. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Slowly peeling up. As you do so, start to point through your toes. Remember, a little bit of internal rotation. Now I want you to really big internal rotation and squeeze your inner thighs. Keep rolling up. As you do so, take the shoulders behind the line of the hips and draw your pelvis up a little bit. That should start to send you down one vertebrae at a time. If your heels lift up a little, cool, leave them up. We're all going to start to bring our heels off the mat. Our shoulders will not hit the mat, and your palms can open up by your side. You'll be in low boat pose to finish class for 10, for 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, Savasana. You know, like TO2. Ah, breathing just a little bit deeper. Lightly wiggle the fingers and the toes. Rock the head gently from side to side. Arms any way you want. Overhead, out in front of you, elbows grab, hands grab for opposite elbows. Toes can reach. Beginning to pull the knees into the chest. And we'll roll to our right side this time. Slowly making your way up when you're ready. Hands move to heart center. Closing class with the sound of Om. Take a deep breath in. Om. Namaste.
Right? When you said namaste.
Mhm.